Welcome back. Hasn't been long.
You have the look of someone used to adversity. A cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open starport visa. You won't find a better deal.
What will you do with it?
Does it matter? Truly matter? No. I have no sad story. I just know people who will pay a great deal for an open starport visa. The credits are your share of my profits. The visas are very rare, but I have a feeling you may come across one.
I'll be going now.
In the Council of Lords today, Lord Dashiell recommended a special commendation for Colonel Tobin due to his brilliant command of our armada in the skies above Onderon. Without him, Lord Dashiell said, the Republic attack would surely have done more damage. Tobin is one of Iziz's greatest heroes and deserves recognition.
This is just too fucking timely. This is today. This could have been written today.
The Ithorian fleet has yet again pushed back estimates for when the beasts will be cleared from our streets. They claim that the blockade continues to hinder their progress. Not only has this posed a significant health risk, but there has been a rise of beast attacks in Iziz. 3 attacks happened last week. Disturbingly, there have been 2 additional beast attacks today. The frequency of the attacks has been growing.
Okay, that's the only part that doesn't reflect current world politics.
The Council of Lords session is running late today as General Vaklu rallies his supporters to pass his amendment giving the Council the power to manage diplomatic relations with the Republic instead of the Queen. Critics say that this amendment is a thinly veiled attempt by General Vaklu to secede from the Republic. A supermajority of Lords are needed to pass it. Political experts say that Queen Talia still has enough Lords that support her to easily quash Vaklu's latest efforts. In the Council of Lords today, Lord Dashiell recommended a special... Without him, Lord...
I think he was the captain above Onderon in the space battle.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you?
Why are there so many beast cages around?
Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Iziz.
What's that tower?
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Iziz is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city.
Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders.
What's a Drexel?
A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel plates. Somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame them years ago.
Could you tell me about the Beast Riders?
That's a long story. You sure you have the time? Most people don't care for an old soldier spinning a tale or two.
I have the time. I'm interested.
Someone else who likes history, huh? All right. Iziz was formed pretty much at the dawn of our civilization. It was born out of necessity. It protected us from the dangerous beasts that litter Onderon. This city is as old as our civilization. Most of our technology was invented to fortify these walls and protect us. For ages, our worst criminals were cast out of the city to an almost certain death. It wasn't completely certain, though. Some of the criminals figured out how to survive out there. They learned how to tame the native beasts, and it wasn't long before they turned their attention to Iziz.
What's a Drexel?
A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel plates. Somehow the Beast Riders That's a long... Someone else who it protected for ages. They learned how to...
But they aren't your enemies anymore. What happened?
About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders. Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast Wars. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people.
Are you still allies?
It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Isis. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who know better than thugs. That's a long...
Okay, I already asked that.
Someone else who likes it
Oops.
protected for ages. They learned how to... Certainly, things...
There are a lot of soldiers around.
These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia are having some disagreements.
Could you tell me about the troubles?
I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Ask around, though. There are plenty of people who'd like nothing more than to talk about it.
How'd you get in trouble?
Times are too complex for a simple soldier like myself. Sometimes I made the mistake of answering questions honestly. If you say anything bad about a superior officer, they call that disrespecting the rank. Do that too many times and it's not long before you're a civilian.
Who else can I talk to about what's going on in Isis?
The politics of the day is probably the most talked about subject in the city, and everyone wants to share their particular view of what's going on. Opinions are like Gisco around here. They breed like mad. Gladly. Stay out of trouble.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right?
Yes, I am.
But this is good news. You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here.
Why can you only sell to people with starport visas?
General Vaklu is concerned about well-armed insurgents. They've had to get arms from somewhere. Not from me, of course, but all sales of weapons have been severely restricted. I can only sell to off-worlders like you that have the proper clearance. And now off-worlders can't come here because of the blockade and searches, but it's a wise policy.
So you're happy about this, then?
Of course, soldiers are only doing their job. Even if it puts me out of business, I am happy. Even if I'm forced to live off scraps in the street, I am so happy to do my part. Long live General Vaklu!
I'd like to see your stock. Oh, the damn robots. What are you guys doing here?
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General
I think that's
Vaklu in
just
his
bad
effort
luck.
to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Let's be the first world to take our future into our hands. Are you with me?
Who? Me?
Yes, you! It is up to each and every one of us to turn the tide, to take control of our future.
Now, what I want to do is do something in the riot. And I think I want to side with Vaklu in it to get additional influence. The Queen should listen to the will of her people.
Exactly. That is all we ask. Close to 2/3 of Onderonians want to reclaim our independence, to isolate ourselves from the ravages of the Republic, to relive our golden age when we answered to no Senate.
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier, but I'll keep my peace. For now.
Diagnostic? For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned. Failing, Master.
The rumor I've heard is that you don't fully agree with our queen and her supporters. If you aren't adverse to Queen Talia stepping down, we could use your help. It would be quite worth your while.
What's this about?
I am a strong supporter of General Vaklu. The merchant quarter is an important area, not only financially but strategically as well. It is one of the few districts that is directly connected to the royal palace. The Queen and her advisors are well aware of this and have ensured that the captains here are extremely loyal to her. This presents complications for Vaklu. If you could arrange for them to be removed from their command, you will be richly compensated.
Tell me about these captains.
There's Galisi at the starport. Riken commands from the turret tower, and Bastuco guards the entrance to the sky ramp. All loyal, and all need to be reassigned.
Tell me about Galisi.
He's the most junior of the captains. His superior, Captain Sulio, met with an accident. I believe you're familiar with that. Besides his strong loyalty to the Queen, I know next
No,
to
we're
nothing
not, but we
about
will
him.
be.
He sometimes frequents the local cantina when he isn't at his post.
What about Riken?
He's been responsible for the merchant quarter for years. He's been chastised repetitively for his criticism of General Vaklu. His years of service
Repeatedly,
won't protect
not
him if he
repetitively.
continues to subvert the chain of command. He has received several warnings. With a nudge, he just may get a dishonorable discharge.
And Bastuco?
A true veteran, years of honorable service, completely dedicated to the Queen. Sadly, I think he's more on our side than the Queen's. But he's an old soldier that can't adapt to today's complex situation. Regardless of what the best interests of Onderon are, he won't swerve from executing the Queen's misguided decrees. Persuasion may be ineffective. Take this military security card. It can be used to slice into security terminals. Perhaps you will find solutions there. About what?
How do I remove them from their posts?
You can't attack them directly. The entire city would be after you if you assaulted their checkpoints. You may have to be subtle and patient. They don't have to be killed, just removed from command.
I'll be going now.
We should try to get General Vaklu to be on our side. He has a shrewd mind and is far more fit for command. Queen Talia is young and too idealistic. A veteran leader is what this planet needs, and would make a better ally.
But Vaklu's tried to kill us multiple times.
Why do you take that so personally? When you've been around as long as I have, it's just part of doing business.
God damn. Well, that wasn't intentional. Hang on, I'll rush through these.
Our side. He has a shrewd mind and is far more fit for command. Queen Talia is young and too idealistic. A veteran leader is what this planet needs, and would make a better ally.
I agree, Vaklu has a lot more to offer us.
Vaklu is no fool. Even if we've had disagreements in the past, he'll recognize how advantageous an alliance could be between us.
Now, I've taken the quest, but I don't actually have to do it.
We're gonna have to find another source of cheap fuel now that Paragus is gone.
Oh, I didn't actually get the card this time.
You're back to visit. I know you didn't promise me anything. There's Galice. He's the most junior, besides his strong. He's been responsible. His years of service were a true veteran, but he's an old persuasion.
No, I'm not going to actually do the quest. I just have to say I will. But General Vaklu would cut himself off from the planets, many planets of the Republic. This is foolish. In solitude, no civilization prospers. You don't understand the people of Onderon. They're proud and have fought many adversities to get where they are, mostly by themselves, too. They have given much to the Republic and seen little in return. General Vaklu believes independence would be in Aiza's best interest. But Republic fight battles to free Onderon from Mandalorian warriors. Should be thankful. Queen Talia is young but looks after her people. She should be honored. The Mandalorians would never have been on that moon if it weren't for Exar Kun, and he was a fallen Jedi. I think General Vaklu is right. What do you think of Queen Talia? Talia works with the Republic. She rules peaceably and is popular with her people. Her intentions are good, I admit, but those close to power see the mistakes she makes. Nobles, high-ranking military, they all support General Vaklu. She does not have the experience of governing, which Isis needs in these times. I don't know much about General Vaklu. Vaklu lies. He twists words and tries to take heart of people away from their rightful queen. He is Shutta. He is a war hero, leader of the resistance during the Mandalorian Wars, a man with vision, with experience. He may not tell all the truth, but he works for the best interests of the people. Many realize this. He would start war to oust the good queen. The suffering he would bring is wrong. Who do you trust more? Human asks good question. I don't trust Vaklu. He lies to people, has been caught in them before. Talia is honorable. The question is unfair. Sometimes leaders know things the rest of us can't know. I may not trust everything he says or his people say, but he is also a man of honor. He never breaks a promise. But if you can't trust your leader's words, then how can you trust their motives? Human sentient, what do you think? I also confess, I'm curious what you think. Vaklu sounds capable and has ambition. Drive and experience is a powerful combination. You see, I told you, even the outsider can see the wisdom in supporting General Vaklu. But this course could lead to war. Some wars are inevitable, but perhaps the Queen can be made to see reason. Let us discuss this further at the cantina. Thank you for the conversation, human. Well, that was a waste of a conversation.
Yeah, what do you...
I gotta see what kind of hole I've put myself in. Okay, so it seems like will have the option of siding in the cafe, but just to be safe.
What do you want?
Never mind. Do I have a save I can reload from this point? Cancel, load. No. Just that same quick save from earlier. But I am going to try loading that quick save again. Just because I didn't get the influence with Canderous that I expected to get with that conversation.